Located at the top of Wisconsin, Bayfield County is considered by many of the locals to be the wild side of the dairy state. This is a place of majestic beauty, with national treasures that include the Apostle Islands, the natural wonders of its sea caves, and rugged sandstone cliffs that frame the clear waters of Lake Superior. This is Bayfield County Wild.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to what we hope will be a fun-filled episode that will also make your mouth water. I'm Nancy Christopher.
And I'm Mary Motiff, Director of Bayfield County Tourism.
The Bayfield County Fair is just around a corner, and we have a lot to talk about in our second segment. But first, let's talk about something that everyone enjoys, the local food.
Yes, let's.
Mary, what's Bayfield County's claim to fame when it comes to food?
Well, mostly it's berries, with not only Bayfield being the berry capital of Wisconsin, but also Iron River having their famous blueberry festival based on the wild blueberries in the area. But it's also apples and fresh fish.
And these are all grown on local farms, I'm assuming.
Yes, we have over a dozen orchards and fruit farms in the hills surrounding Bayfield, and then throughout the whole area, there are even more farms. So it's really, really a great microclimate to grow fruit.
So on these farms, Mary, what else is homegrown, homemade, and raised?
So there's also local grass-fed beef and pork and chicken, and then all sorts of other produce, everything from greens to mushrooms and pretty much anything you can imagine that grows locally. And not only do our farmers grow food, but there are also people that go out and forage food in all of this public land that we have. People can forage for their own food. So you can, if you like to go hunt for mushrooms, you can come up and, take a walk through the national forest and find some of those black trumpets or chanterelles or whatever you like.
The harvest season is just beginning. So what's in season right now?
Right now, we still have raspberries and blueberries, and then apples are coming soon. I think cherries and strawberries are the earlier season fruits that are really most popular up here, and that was a fantastic season. Actually, the strawberry season went really long this year, but we still have lots of mouth-watering blueberries and raspberries to enjoy. And you can either pick your own or you can get pre-picked, which is obviously much more convenient. But it's more cost-effective to go out and pick your own berries, and it's also really fun. It's a great experience.
And those apples will grow right into October, correct?
That is correct. There's actually apples a lot of times all the way through October, and so after Apple Festival, people kind of forget that there are still apples to be had. So yeah, lots of apples. And then the other thing is there's lots of value-added products, and so a lot of our local farmers are making things with the things that they grow. So everything from cheese. There's a sheep farm that makes cheese, and then there's a farm called Spirit Creek that makes kimchi and sauerkraut and all those fermented foods that are really yummy and good for you. And then lots of honey and maple syrup, all sorts of really, really amazing things to be made with all those local ingredients.
Yeah, yummy. I'm getting hungry right now talking about it. And of course, we can't forget the fresh fish. Bayfield County is located along the southern shore of Lake Superior. So what kinds of fish are harvested from the lake?
Sure, you can get fresh lake trout or whitefish are the two most common kinds of fish that you can harvest out of the lake, as well as I want to say it's November, there's herring. And so that's a really special time of the year for those of us who love herring.
Well, that's right. My grandmother, she always celebrated ringing in the new year with herring.
Right. And so you can get it fresh in November, or then you can pickle it and have it on New Year's.
Exactly. It was always pickled.
And then we have lots of smoked fish, too. A lot of our commercial fisheries, they want to take advantage of having all that fresh fish, and then they'll take a lot of it and smoke it so that you can still enjoy it, for a few weeks after the catch. And so that's a really popular thing for people to buy and take home with them is smoked fish and smoked fish spread. And there are actually some fisheries that freeze certain fish that, freeze well. One of the things that you can get at Halverson's fishery is frozen trout cheeks. And I don't know if anyone has ever had cheeks of a fish before, but
I have not.
It's really delightful. It's kind of almost like a scallop.
Oh, yum.
And then, of course, there is the specialty up here, which is whitefish livers.
Oh, Is that like a delicacy?
It is. And it's sort of one of those, an acquired taste. It's an acquired taste. But really, if you like, chicken livers, you would like fish livers because they're really delicious.
Well, I don't know if I'm that brave yet.
And you can try them different. They're prepared different ways at different restaurants in the area if you don't want to brave taking them home and making them yourself.
Well, that would be a good way to try it. Are there a lot of farm-to-table type restaurants up in Bayfield County?
There are. I almost can't think of a restaurant that doesn't use some sort of local ingredient, whether it's the berries or fish or meat or vegetables. That is something that we really pride ourselves in because there are so many great places to get that fresh local food. And so the restaurants just naturally try to incorporate that into their menus.
Is there some place where we can go to find out what types of food is being served where?
You bet. That interactive map that we have on our website has a category for where to eat. And one of the tabs in that category is for specialty foods. And so that would be a great place to start with where you can buy specialty foods in the area. And then in the restaurants tab, a lot of them will say, if they specifically focus on fresh local ingredients. And there are, like I said, so many, you almost can't avoid it.
Right. Well, thanks, Mary. Food is always a fun topic at the fair as well. So when we come back, you and your colleague Emily Kovach Erickson are going to tell us about the food, fun, and live entertainment at this year's Bayfield County Fair. So stay with us.
The Northern Great Lakes Visitor Center connects you with the historic, cultural, and natural resources of the Lake Superior region through personal customer service, interactive exhibits, and fun programming led by local experts. Start your adventure here, whether you're headed to the Apostle Islands or some of the area's many other attractions. Located 2 miles west of Ashland, right off the highway, visitors can explore the nearby wildlife refuge, take in the view from the observation tower, hike the trails, browse the art gallery, and see a huge mural, or attend an event. You can also do some genealogy research in the archives with the help of the Wisconsin Historical Society staff on site. The Northern Great Lakes Visitor Center is open daily from 9 to 5, and admission and parking are always free. For more information, visit them online at www.nglvc.org or visit their Facebook page for current events.
Welcome back. This is the 125th year of the Bayfield County Fair, and when you reach that kind of milestone, you know it's a great event. Mary Motiff and Emily Kovach Erickson are going to give us a preview. Thanks for joining us, Emily.
Thanks so much for having me.
Now, county fairs are a really pretty big deal here in Wisconsin, so tell us about Bayfield's County Fair.
Sure, we have fun family events happening every day of the fair, and it's such a great fairgrounds too. We have great support from the county board, and they really invest in keeping the fairgrounds. They keep it well, so it's nice and clean, and all the buildings are maintained. So it's a nice place to be with your family. And there's big grandstand events that are included with your admission price. So Friday, a lot of time, I want to say it's going on 10 years that we've had bull riding on Friday nights, and that's a really, really popular event.
Yeah, I tried that once. I think I was on
on a mechanical bull. I'm taking it.
I think you blinked and I fell off the bull.
Yeah,
So-
these are the real deal. These are the real bulls that
Oh,
come.
the real
and-
bulls.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
And so we have the cowboys come and compete to see who can ride on the bulls the longest, and that's a really exciting event.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And then on Saturday, there's an antique tractor pull in the afternoon. And then this year, we're doing a circus with aerial acts and flaming juggling and all sorts of fun things in front of the grandstand for Saturday night. And then on Sunday, we always have, again, this is an annual event that has become tradition. It's called the Dirt Dash. And that it's a car race that's sort of a combination between a demolition derby and a figure 8 race. And so you never know when something exciting is going to happen out there. And that's a really, really popular event as well. And then we also have live music in the beer garden on Friday and Saturday nights. There's always just so much going on every day.
We've been talking a lot about food, too. What are some of the fair favorites? And is there anything new this year that people will want to try?
I found that people love the traditional fair foods like corn dogs and cotton candy, funnel cakes, and fresh squeezed lemonade. And this year, we're adding the Island Eats food truck, with really yummy and healthy options like spicy rice bowls and vegetarian burritos for a little more variety.
So there's a lot of really fun family events at the fair. Can you tell us about them?
Absolutely. Of course, we have carnival rides, and that is a favorite for kids of all ages. So lots of fun carnival rides and the games. We have in the family fun pavilion, we've got some comedy jugglers this year. We have a strolling magician, and he is actually a stilt walker too. So that'll be really interesting seeing where he pops up around the grounds. And we have a fun petting zoo. Kids love to pet the animals at the petting zoo. And so that's always a favorite too. On Sunday, the only day that we have this, there's a Native American drum and dance group that's going to be in the family pavilion. And I want to say it's at 3 different times during the day. And that is a really great opportunity to hear some storytelling and learn about the culture and traditions of the Native American community that is based here in Bayfield County up in Red Cliff. So if you didn't get to go to the powwow, come to the fair.
You mentioned the petting zoo. What other kinds of animals and exhibits can you expect to see there?
While you're at the fair, you can walk around the different barns and see all the animals. There's always lots of cows and horses, rabbits and poultry, pigs, goats. Those are my favorite.
There's a lot of goats there.
There's
Oh, I
always
know.
goats.
They're so cute.
And then as well as we have the exhibit hall where any resident of Wisconsin can put in entries to be judged and viewed throughout the weekend. So it's super awesome to go and see all the blue ribbons and everyone that won awards there.
And there's so many categories of entries. Like no matter what you do, you can enter something in the fair.
Yeah, everything from photography to flowers to canning and woodworking and
Knitting, I
Yeah.
mean, anything.
Mhm.
Oh, cool. So, Emily, what's your favorite thing about the fair?
My favorite parts of the fair are anything that gets the kids really involved. So on Friday during bull riding, we do mutton busting where kids ride a sheep as long as they can, just like the bull riders do.
Oh, that's cute.
It is so cute.
It's the best. It's my highlight of my weekend every year. And then during the antique tractor pull, we do a pedal pull where they're little tractors that you pedal like a bike and pull weights behind.
That's actually a sanctioned event. And if you win that event, you can go on to compete like at a regional and then state, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, by
Oh,
age
wow.
group. And then the morning before the dirt dash, they do a Power Wheels mini dirt dash where they set up a little track for the kids and they use those battery powered Power Wheel cars and can race around the track that way.
You have to bring your own Power Wheel car, though. We don't supply them.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
But anybody who has one of those, and a lot of people do have those little battery operated cars and Jeeps and things.
Yeah, so
Right.
they put a number on the side and they race just like the big guys.
Now, this being the 125th anniversary, will there be anything special?
Well, there's bound to be some special stuff going on for sure. Some of it we're keeping
Under wraps.
under wraps. Exactly. But you can expect for sure some cake. I'll guarantee cake. And we're celebrating it kind of like our birthday because it's our 125th anniversary, which is also kind of like a birthday.
And you are very old.
And then we're going to have some limited edition T-shirts with a cool design this year. And then stay tuned for some other surprises.
Well, I know people love coming to the fair because it's extremely affordable. So how do you keep it so budget friendly?
So at the Bayfield County Fair, we have a pay one price admission. So for $12 daily, or you can get a season pass for only $30 for all 4 days, you can come to the fair. The pay one price includes pretty much everything except food and games. It includes all the grandstand shows, carnival rides, all the exhibits and barns you can go adventure through, as well as all those family fun activities that we mentioned earlier. We also have free parking. Kids 4 and under are free every day of the fair. And then on Thursday, because it's a bit of a shorter day, it costs only $10 to come for the entire night.
And actually, that's a great day for young families to come with their kids because they can ride all the rides and it's only $10 a person.
Yeah.
And then plus the 4 and under free makes it really affordable on
You
that
know,
day.
that's really unbelievable because most of the time you go to these fairs and, you know, $30 doesn't take you very far once you
Right.
start riding the carnival rides.
A lot of times people will have to buy a wristband just for the rides in addition to getting their
Exactly.
admission into the fair. So,
Right.
And then Friday, we have one more
Yeah.
special, right?
Yeah, Friday it's $10 for seniors. all
Oh,
day.
nice. Did that just for me, didn't you? Okay. Kitty. All right. Where are the fairgrounds located?
So the fairgrounds are in Iron River, Wisconsin, which is on the western, it's like west central Bayfield County. So between Ashland and Superior, almost exactly halfway between those two.
All right. And where can people find more information about the fair?
At our website, bayfieldcounty.org/fair. That will take you right to the fair part of the website.
Or you can check out our Facebook page, which is Bayfield County Fair.
Nice. All right. Well, thanks, Mary and Emily. And of course, the Bayfield County Fair is just one event that's happening up here in August. We'll be back to tell you what else is going on right after this message. So stay with us. Don't go away.
When you visit Copper Crow Distillery, you will truly get a taste of the North Woods. Using fresh, regional ingredients, Copper Crow creates small, distinctive batches of vodka, rum, and gin inspired by the spirit and purity of Lake Superior. The modern building is nestled in the pines and has plenty of outdoor seating. Their creative craft cocktails are sure to give you a taste of the area you won't forget. Tours and tastings are offered Thursday through Sunday. Watch their website and Facebook page for special events, including a Bloody Mary bar on Sundays and live outdoor music. Check out Copper Crow at coppercrowdistillery.com or stop by on Highway 13, 1 block north of Legendary Waters Resort and Casino on the Wisconsin Lake Superior Scenic Byway.
Welcome back to Bayfield County Wild. Mary, things get very interesting in August. What's happening this month?
To kick off the month, we've got the Port Wing Plein Air Painting Festival and the Grand View Firehouse 50, which is a road bike race. And then the Herbster Corn and Brat Fest with a Bark Point Run Walk that happens at the same time. That's a fun event up in Herbster, right on the shore of Lake Superior. The following weekend is the Bayfield County Fair. And remember, it's our 125th anniversary this year. We'd love to see you out at the Bayfield County Fair. It really is one of the nicest fairs in northern Wisconsin, and I'm not just saying that because I'm biased. And then that weekend is also Cornucopia Day, which is also right on the shore of Lake Superior. That's a really, really fun day in Cornucopia. And the following weekend, then, we've got the Herbster Studio Art Tour, which is a nice event if you enjoy the arts. And we have so many great art galleries up here. So that's a great opportunity to get around and see some of those. The same weekend is the Ruckus in the Woods, which is a brand new music festival down in Barnes, Wisconsin, which is in the very southern part of the county. The beautiful Eau Claire chain of lakes is down there. And then the following weekend, another new event, the South Shore Enduro. And that is a mountain bike race on the incredible Camba trails up at Mount Ashwa Bay. And that looks like it's going to be a really fun event. And then the following weekend starts the Apostle Islands Lighthouse Celebration, which is one of my favorite events where you have a chance to get out and tour some of the lighthouses out on the Apostle Islands. And then that's also Port Wing's 61st annual Fish Boil and their 31st annual Arts and Crafts Show. So Port Wing, again, right on the shore of Lake Superior, up on the South Shore, a nice little community with a big fish boil event, which is lots of fun. You see these giant kettles of bubbling, boiling fish, which is just a fun thing to try if you've never done that. And of course, we always have lots of live music going on throughout the county, especially at the Big Top. We've got some great names playing at the Big Top in August. And then lots of other places have music festivals going on. Lots of towns have outdoor music festivals. Cornucopia, Bayfield, down at the Rookery Pub, and Legendary Waters are some of those popular venues. And then, of course, all the fun you can have out on the water, on our hiking trails. So don't forget to go to travelbayfieldcounty.com for more information, as well as to our Facebook page.
And what are we talking about next month?
So next month, we are going to talk about cideries. These things are popping up all over. These places that are making apple cider, and it's hard cider, in addition to apple cider, out of all of these local apples. So we're talking about cideries, and then we're also talking about apples and orchard.
That sounds yummy too.
It's always about food, Nancy.
Right, I know. Well, it's one of my favorite topics. I can tell you that. Anyways, thanks, Mary, so much. And to everyone listening, if you like what you've heard today, please take a moment to share, review, and subscribe to Bayfield County Wild. If there's anything you'd like to know about today's episode, we'll have all the links and resources available in our show notes. And on behalf of Mary and myself, thank you for listening to Bayfield County Wild.
Bye-bye.